Hi, We Worship team. This is just a little training video for you about policies and procedures for the month of July. Hopefully in August we'll be able to get back to more of our regular schedule and our regular routine. But for July, we're going to have a lot of extra precautions in place to be able to do ministry safely for the kids and for you. So I wanted to take a second because I know all of us probably have different feelings about the seriousness of the virus or the necessity of all these precautions. But as a ministry, and really as a church, we are going to err on the side of caution. We want to protect the reputation of this amazing children's ministry that you guys have helped create. Parents trust us, and we take that seriously. So we want to do that, protect our church's reputation, protect people, health and safety-wise. It's always good to not get sick. So the other thing is, it's as Christians, we want to communicate to the world that we care about them, and we care about things they care about. So when we take these extra precautions, it does that. So that being said, we're all in. We're all going to do this together, regardless of what we might personally think. One of the main questions I've had is whether or not you have to wear masks. The answer is masks are required for staff, but optional for you all as volunteers. They're recommended. We're recommending you do, especially like high traffic times, like check-in and check-out, or when you're really close up with kids, maybe helping with an activity. It's a good idea. But that's up to you at the end of the day. So when you enter the classroom, you're going to see looks very different. I'll just give you a look around the room, because this room is so different. We've taken basically everything out besides tables and chairs. So when kids enter and volunteers, we all need to have gone to the bathroom. So we encourage kids to go to the bathroom before they come to class, so we're not having to do a big group. We're not doing a big group trip to the bathroom. We'll take kids as needed, but hopefully they'll go before service, and service is only an hour for the month of July at least, so hopefully they'll be fine for an hour. So kids will come in, they will have gone to the bathroom, they're going to take off their shoes, volunteers and kids, and so past that red tape is a no-shoe zone. No shoes past that tape. Kids can be barefoot. We have socks provided, a bunch of socks. Or for you adults, I'll have some shoe covers in the room. Some of us need to wear shoes we have special shoes or something. So I'll have shoe covers available to you if you'd rather do that. But no street shoes beyond that. Because our kids do activities on the floor. They sit for Bible story on the floor. And so we're going to try to keep as many germs off the floor as possible. And our shoes track in a lot of germs. So they'll come in, they'll take off their shoes. So enter, take off shoes. Then they're going to come here to this hand washing station. So we're going to have, we'll have hand sanitizer here. We're also going to have clean water with some Dawn, because it's safe for skin, where kids can wash and dry their hands right here in the classroom before they enter. Some parents express concerns about their kids using hand sanitizer, and I get that. So that's why we're offering the hand washing option. Then kids will pick, they're going to come over their table and they'll get to pick one of these cute little animals, and that is their spot for the day. So they Velcro. So they'll get an animal, they'll come pick a spot. That's their spot for the day. Now, when we move over for Bible story and music time, there's a matching card on the floor. So there's the fish. So that will be that child's spot for the day. So we've spaced these out so they're a good space. So if you pick the fish card, you're a fish all day. Jellyfish, you're jellyfish. So it's kind of a fun way to make sure kids are using the same seats and keeping some distance and things like that. We've taken out a lot of the chairs. There's only space for 10 kids in here. We have an overflow room if we need it. I don't think we will, because not everyone's ready to bring kids back yet, and that's totally fine. But they'll pick their animal, they'll pick their seat, that'll be their seat for the day, and then they'll find their animal for Bible story and music. We're going to do separate Bible story and music time, so preschool will stay in here, and they'll do Bible story and then music, like always. Kindergarten, first grade, you'll stay in your classroom, and you'll do music and then Bible story. We will have Richard, we'll go over to your classroom during second service. Third service, we'll have a TV on a cart in there. Both classrooms are identical as far as precautions. So, yeah, that's that. So we're going to try to do some low-touch activities. And you might say, like, where are all of our toys? Like, what are our kids supposed to play with? This is my geeking out part because I love this kind of stuff. We've taken all the toys out of every classroom, and we moved them here into our supply room. And we have cleaned, sanitized every toy in our church here and organized them. So you all will come in on Sunday morning and pick, say you want to do like, I want to do potato heads and puzzles. And then I want to come over here. I'm going to take the tool bench today. You can do that. It's kind of fun because you're going to be able to have toys or stations in your room that we haven't been able to have before. Like preschool's never had a train table. Kindergarten, first grade hasn't had a kitchen set. But now we can use all those things. So you'll grab what you want for your hour. Second service volunteers, please make sure you don't get the same thing every week, because when you use it second service, then they can't use it third service. So, for example, Picasso tiles, very popular. If you get those every week, then third service never gets to use them. So maybe just be mindful, like, first Sunday I'm going to use Picasso tiles every month during second service. And then, just think through it like that, because we want to be respectful of others and make sure that kids' second service and third service are both having a great experience. So everything you need is here. You'll take it to your classroom. We're even going to have like small bins. I'm making those up this week. That's why those things are on the table there. But just small bins of crayons or scissors, markers that you can take in. Please just take what you think you'll need for the day. You can always run over and get some more if you need it, but whatever you use, we will be sanitizing during the week. So that's why we're putting them in smaller batches. So we just bring into the classroom what we need. So we're not unnecessarily cleaning a lot of stuff. So during class, kids will stay at their seat, and then you'll just, volunteers might move if you're doing stations, or they'll just do all their activities here or on their spot on the floor. A lot of our activities, we're going to try to be more touchless, like I said, and anything that you use during class, like say you got the Picasso tiles and you want each table to have a chance to use them, if you could wipe them down. During class time, we're using Norwex wet rags, so we don't have a lot of chemicals around the kids during class time. Norwex is a microfiber cloth that has the ability to remove up to 99% of bacteria from a surface just using water. So we'll have buckets of water in our Norwex rag here ready for you so you can wipe down toys before you switch stations or whatever. At the end of the class, you'll take anything you used and go put it on the shelf in my office. There's like a, I don't know, black or dark gray shelf. It's right under the name tags. Just set any used items there, and we will disinfect those during the week. Okay? And then, so to get ready for the next class, if you're in second service, you'll want to use the Norwex rag, wipe down all your tables and chairs and your little cards, and we'll get ready for the next class. We are not doing snack and water fountain and stuff like that during July. Again, we shortened class time to an hour, and I'm going to tell parents ahead of time so kids should come in knowing we're not having snack right now. We'll just say service is going to be really short this month, so I'm sure right after you leave here you'll be able to get a snack, but we can't do it right now. So no snack, you don't have to worry about any of that cleanup or whatever. So that's what this looks like. This is what this classroom looks like. At checkout time, 5 minutes before, so if you serve during the 10 o'clock service, like at 10:55 or 11:30, at 12:25, start sending kids over to get shoes on. And then they'll just hang out in this space, line up, be ready for mom and dad, because we want to keep this line moving. We don't want parents to get here and then we get backed up because Johnny's getting his shoes on, So we'll have them ready. We're not doing any take-home papers, no paper bags during July. Just limiting touch, and then they will exit. This is a big difference, and I think it's going to make it's a big difference that I think will make a big difference. One of the things I'm most concerned about in our children's ministry space is our hallways. So now, for the month of July, when people exit, they'll pick up their kids and then keep walking east here. They're going to walk down, past the bathrooms, keep walking around. Even I have little feet on the floor that show direction. And then they're going to exit out this door. I'll have a safety team member or a check-in team member that's there to greet kids. I'm going to communicate this. Different people will tell them all morning they're exiting out the east door. But when parents pick up kids, you might say to them, hey, thanks for coming today. You can exit right. Just keep following the feet. You can exit out the east door. That keeps all of our flow going in one direction instead of clogging up this narrow hallway. So that is a big difference, but I think it's going to be great in minimizing congestion. So that's kind of the long and short of it. I want to wrap up by saying these are all precautions we're putting into place to make things as smooth as possible and safe as possible for you and the kids. That being said, we know preschoolers, kindergartners, social distancing, they don't know what that means. And we're not police, and we know that kids are going to touch sometimes or get close or they want to see their friends, right? We are doing our best to be responsible and put things in place so they can have space. But we don't want to be super harsh or, strong with the kids where we're like, don't touch them, or no, don't do that. We want to use positive language like, hey, I love how she found her seat, she's staying in her seat, she's giving her friends space. Sally, you're doing a great job today. Or if you need to do a reminder, just do it in a positive way. Like, remember, we want to give our friends all their space so everyone can stay healthy, you know, and we're just going to say things in a positive way. So that's that. I appreciate you serving. If you have any questions, you can contact me or your team leader, Emily Farrell. She's been amazing helping me get this together. So she can answer questions. She can help you come up with low-touch ideas for your lessons if you need help with that. You just let us know how we can serve you as you serve these kids. We appreciate you. And I'll see you soon. Bye.